Hi guys, my name is Jason Ellinger. I'm the CEO of Taika Translations. And this week, as we wrapped up last week, the end of the week turned into a bunch of chaos around the Crowdstrike event that impacted the globe. India, Asia, Europe, United States. Because we're a translation company, we provide language services to people all over the world. We saw the responses from everywhere. And one of the things that stood out to me, George Kurt came out with his message, or George Kurtz, I think, came out with this global message to everyone saying, you know, guys, we are deeply sorry. We're deeply sorry about what happened. There were flights canceled and rearranged all over the world. I mean, Europe and American flights, that, you know, everybody in the US, we all hear about and see those things that happen, but there were flights all over the world that were down. And that impacts people on incredible levels. Millions of passengers were stuck. Businesses couldn't perform their operations. Tasks weren't able to log into their work portals and get work done. Some of our meetings, they were canceled with some of our clients because they simply couldn't access their platform to get on the work task and the meetings. And some of offices, the whole offices we saw were they just sent home because there was absolutely nothing they could do. They couldn't access their system. And the main key of this message is I want to point out that every organization or company has their deeply sorry moments. And it's what you do after you have your deeply sorry moments that makes the whole difference. In fact, some of our greatest client experiences have happened after a deeply sorry moment where either our vendors failed us or the deadline were strict and incredibly tight, and we had to meet that deadline or all hell would break loose, or you know, whatever the outcome was, or the contract would be had to be amended or what have you, and there was no opportunity to move out of that deadline or that obligation. And then your vendors come through and they didn't follow up, and then our team had to work 24 hours straight to ensure that deadline, that result was accomplished. And everybody has their deeply sorry moments, but it's what they do after that. And some of the greatest and most enhanced relationships that I've seen in our company have been after the fact situations where clients have come up and they followed up with us and they said, man, I can't even believe the commitment of the team that you guys have and that you were able to pull through with this. And you kept such an open line of communication with us throughout the whole process. And then you resolved it. And on the backside, challenging was whatever the hiccup was in the process or the global shutdown of the software or the update to the software, like in Crowdstrike's case, we're able to build on the other side such a base of trust that enhanced relationships that caused us to be able to prosper in those very same relationships where there was a big risk or big opportunity to completely and utterly fail. And you have your deeply sorry moments, but then it's what you do afterwards that makes all the difference. And so that's the message I want to send out today, is that we can be deeply sorry about an event that happened, but what are we going to do about it? And I think Crowdstrike I think George Kurtz with his company, they pulled their team together, they rallied their troops, and they're doing some incredible refortification of all the software, and I'm sure they have plenty of never let that happen again moments going on in their company right now. But we all have them, and we got to work through them. And so on the backside, what are we going to do to follow through and to make our clients experience and to make sure that we never let that happen again to those around us?